Hey folks, it's Mark Daniels here with your daily business execution tip. Yes, it's important to plan, but you need to be sure to work your plan. Hey, when I woke up this morning, I wasn't quite sure what I'd talk about today, but earlier today, I had a call with my niece, Megan, who is a successful fashion designer and running fashion design factories in India. You'll find her fashions in many major retailers. Olari is a line of fashion. I'm really proud of her, as you can tell. Um, she's got a multi-million-dollar business, and she's looking to get it to the next level. And I said, "Hey, Megan, have you ever put together a plan?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I had a consultant that I brought in 3-4 years back, and we put together a plan. But it's been in the drawer ever since." I hear that all too often. And I hate to pick on her because I'm so proud of her and she's accomplished so much as a young woman. Um, but I hear this way too often that companies don't have a current plan, no strategy in place. So it's so important to put together that plan. And I'm going to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions. 50% of people make New Year's resolutions. And here it is, February 2nd or 3rd. And research tells us by February, 55% of us have abandoned their New Year's resolutions. That means less than 25% are even still on track to honor their New Year's resolutions. And a business plan isn't that different. Do you know that only 30% of small to medium businesses put together a yearly strategy? And only 15% actually succeed in executing their strategies. That's the parallel to a New Year's resolution. To keep your plan going, you need to work it. The best way to work it is with weekly meetings. A weekly strategy meeting. Set aside time every week to review your strategy with yourself and with your team. If you're a small company, review it with yourself, maybe your business partner. If you're a larger company, bring together your executive team every single week to review your strategy. And this isn't a meeting for the sake of meeting. You're going to look at your strategic objectives. You're going to look at your strategic goals. You're going to review your leading KPIs, your forward-looking KPIs, and making sure they're on track. And you're going to put in the adjustments. And if you do this every week, if you work your plan, you will succeed. It's that simple, folks. Quarterly reviews. You need to sit back at the end of every quarter and sit down with yourself and or your team and ask yourself, what went right? What went wrong? Make the adjustments that you need to make and set new goals, new strategic objectives for the next quarter. You can't go a whole year without sitting down and doing quarterly adjustments. We live in a rapidly changing world. John D. Rockefeller could put together a yearly plan, but back then things moved more slowly. Today, political, social, technologically, the world is changing in a heartbeat. Pandemics, floods, hurricanes. There are just way too many influences hitting us from all different angles. You need to sit down and review your plan quarterly and put in those fine tunes, those adjustments that have to be made. Finally, plan, execution equals success. Steve Jobs said to me, ideas are worth nothing unless executed. They're just a multiplier. The execution is worth millions. So put together a plan, put together a strategy, work your plan every single day, every single week, adjust it every quarter. That's your execution. And you'll succeed. So thank you for listening today. And remember, at Results BI, we make strategy execution easy.